nigga.
This episode is brought to you by FairDesk, a crypto derivatives trading platform founded by 6 former Binance execs and 3 former Morgan Stanley architects. FairDesk is a company focused on building a platform that enables traders to profit from both rising and falling markets. Sign up today and CB will credit you up to $600 in trading funds. For more information, visit fairdesk.com, link in the description below.
Fuck it! Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks! We'll do it live.
Okay. Oh, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we are doing it live all the way from the Motor City. It's your boy, Crypto Blood. Welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. Let's get into it. You saw me vibing there behind scenes. Had to give you guys a little sneak peek of how I do it while we warming up. Now you know. Now you know. That's how I get that energy, ladies and gents. I'm out there vibing behind scenes. We got Charlie Lee, Mexican Charlie Lee in the building. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you. Yes, sir. We are coming for the book, the Bitcoin crypto bears, I guess. I don't know. Crypto Yo in the building. Thanks for tuning in. As always, one of the moderators. Who else we got? Leave You in the house. Shout out to him. The crypto clan is in the house. Mexican Lee said BCH needs keeps pumping. We need to see them LTCs pump. Yeah, man. I told everyone last week. Look, there are 4 coins that are going to do well. Now they've gotten the blessing. Right? It's Bitcoin, Ethereum, BCH, Litecoin. Those 4 are in the basket. That's what Wall Street is eyeing. Okay, they are eyeing those 4 coins. I know it's not sexy. I know it's not, exciting, but it just is what it is. Okay, and so today's episode, we're going to talk about this Bitcoin frenzy, the ETF frenzy going on right now. We had an ETF, the first ever Bitcoin ETF, leveraged ETF pass. I'm going to give you guys some info on that today. And yeah, doesn't mean that, listen, I told you guys last week, I'll give you, a rundown when we get to the charts. I told you last week there is a critical level that we have to pass, but overall, this is a good indication for the bid to be placed under the crypto markets at whatever level that is. I don't know. Is that still to $12,000 Bitcoin? Could be. Shit is real out here in the field. I'm just saying, a lot of stuff going on. We'll see. But I'm just telling you, long term, if you zoom out a little bit, I know you guys like to hear those 100x. This is Nick. They do that on the thumbnail. I just made 100x. This is the next 100x. This is how you're gonna become a millionaire. All that book. No. I understand. I know. I get your pecker wet a little bit or whatnot. But listen, long term, if the Wall Street guys come in, this is going to be a good thing for these cryptos. All right. Like it or not. I don't like it, but it is what it is. You just got to roll with the punches, guys. You just have to roll with the punches. And speaking of punches, I need you guys right now to get on that stage, scroll up that screen, ladies and gents, and smack that thumbs up for me right now. I need your help right now. Smack those thumbs up like you're practicing for an MMA fight. All right, I need you to hit those thumbs up right now. I think we got about 20 people or so in the building. So please get over there, scroll up, subscribe, all that stuff. Share the video, but most importantly, smack that thumbs up right now, ladies and gents. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Round of applause for all you guys. Can't forget my premium YouTube members. Ken Smith is in the house. I don't know who else we got going on in here as a YouTube premium member. I don't see anyone else right now, so hopefully we can get some more rolling in real soon. But man, it's a exciting time to be alive, isn't it? It really is. Jonah, Puree is in the house. Jason Lenz is in the house. Thank you guys for tuning in today. So let's go ahead and get into the nitty gritty. All right. I have a special. You guys saw the promo, the commercial. I do have a special gift for all of you out there. If you want to sign up with Fair Desk, I am doing a promo with them, giving you up to $100,000 in deposit rewards. I keep upping it. All right. If you got 450K, you want to trade today, do it with Fair Desk. All right. Because I got a special $100,000 worth of trading bonuses for you. If you bank a little bit smaller, I understand. Bank a little bit smaller. You deposit $2,000, you get $100 right to your credit, right to your account. All right. Those credits go against your losses. So up to 60% of each loss that you have until that reward has depleted. And it also goes against your trading fees as well. So definitely check out the link in the description below if you want to sign up for that. And in conjunction with that, if you want to trade and try out Bloodalytics, you can do that for $150 or actually $180 value for a whole month. Try it out. Just go over to bloodalytics.com and get more information on how you can sync up with the Bloodalytics gang and start trading with Fair Desk. It's automated trading. So check it out. Minimum deposit is $1,000 for that. So, yeah. We got to get into some things, ladies and gents. We got to get into some things. I want you to first make sure you follow me on Twitter. All right. Trying to get over, man. Twitter's just not budging. I am literally stuck at 10,935 followers. Now, it doesn't really mean much to me. 11,000 followers really isn't. What does that mean? It's not going to change my day. But hey, you got to have goals out here to set. And that's a goal that I have. Make sure you guys help me achieve that goal. Getting to 11,000 followers on Twitter. I would greatly appreciate that. One goal that's being knocked off the board is over on Rumble, ladies and gents. Let me just lick a couple of shots for the Rumble crew, boy. I'm at 215 now, ladies and gents. Over the weekend, we had another successful uncensored number 5. I hate aliens. If y'all missed that one, boy, you missed the doozy. Please go check that one out. That's already got 1,200 views on Rumble. So we're going up. We're going up on Rumble. They are loving the uncensored content over there on Rumble. The last one did about 900 views. Still good for a Rumble. You know, that's really good. But we're moving up on this one. 1,200, almost 1,200 views on Uncensored. Me and Rice TVX did our thing. We had a great time. I know you guys enjoyed it as well. So if you missed it, please go and check this one out. It's about 2 hours long. We like long form content. You know, I'm not really with the short form content, but unfortunately, if you're not a big name on YouTube, you got to keep it short and sweet. You got to be a minute man on YouTube. But see, on Rumble, in Rumble, I can keep it going all night long. Round of applause for those that keep it going all night long. So follow me on Rumble. I'll drop that in the chat room right now. Right now. All right. So word of the day is pretty relative or applicable to today's conversation, and I'll explain to you later. I had a petification. Yes, a petification, ladies and gentlemen. That's a $5 word for you, boy. I tell you, petification. What does that word mean? It's basically having a manifestation or a revelation. You know, out of nowhere, you just get this creative thought out of nowhere. You had a petification. I got one. I'm going to explain to you later in today's episode. It's actually a tweet that I put out this morning, and some people asked me to kind of expound on what I meant. We're going to talk about that towards the end of today's episode, but petification is the word of the day. Let me see if you guys can use that $5 word in today's episode. Let's take a look. I'm going to do a refresh really quickly and see how we're looking here. on crypto slate. Let me do a refresh. Okay, we're at $1.17 trillion market cap. So again, the bulls came in, saved the day, kept us above that 1T. Now, again, if things go the direction I think is going to go in the next year with these damn ETFs, ladies and gents, you're going to have 1 trillion just in ETFs. You know, liquidity of about $1 trillion or more just from ETFs. So you can imagine what these prices are going to look like if they go ahead and give the green light to the cabal, aka BlackRock, Fidelity, all those guys that are, you know, trying to take over. They are. And they're going to be successful at taking over the price of these crypto assets. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't sugarcoat shit over here on I Hate Crypto at all. So I'm going to give it to you real. They are going to take it over like they did the COMEX. You know, all you gold bugs, all you precious metal people out there complaining for years and years. I'm so sick of hearing you guys here, you know, say COMEX is manipulated, and yeah, it is. And they're about to manipulate the crypto markets as well. But in the meantime, and in between time, you should be able to capitalize off of it from a price perspective. Now, what they can't manipulate or control is the actual movement of value across these decentralized exchanges, or I shouldn't even say exchanges, networks that may have DEXs on them, right? They really is going to be a very hard time for them to stop that. And in today's episode, I'm going to actually talk about IMF giving up. Yes, IMF they're giving up, ladies and gents. We're going to talk about it here in a second. Stay around, stick around. Let's take a quick look at what we have going on the stock market today. That NASDAQ down almost 1%, but the Dow is up. S&P is down slightly, 0.25%, but NASDAQ taking a big hit today. Tech, you know, NASDAQ is heavily tech, so I don't know what's going on. I think the AI wave is fizzling out, ladies and gents. I really do. You know, everybody's just dropping AI bombs in all of their earnings reports. AI this, AI that. I'm like, are you talking about Allen Iverson, or are we talking about artificial intelligence? I mean, are we talking about both? I don't know. You got to help me out. Is it a question or is it the answer? Is it the answer or is it the question? I had both of them. Shout out to everybody who had those shoes. That's classic, right? No economic news for today. Quiet day, but tomorrow things start to heat up a little bit. Yes, I do have my own economic indicator, guys. The CB, Consumer Confidence, is coming out tomorrow at 10 a.m. You know, so stick around. I'll get on CNBC and, you know, give you that number. Maybe that'll move the markets a little bit. But we'll see. But we have on June 28th, which is a Wednesday, Fed chair speaks again. Where is he speaking? I have no clue. It says he's speaking on a policy panel at the ECB forum. Okay, so he's going to be in Europe speaking. He might say something that jitters the markets or makes the markets rally. Who knows? I don't know. Thursday, we have at 8:30 final GDP, and we also have unemployment claims. So a busy day as we move into this week. So be prepared on the trading side if you guys are into that. Let's do a refresh. Dixie is down a little bit today, but I'm not giving up on it, making a newer high here. The local high that I'm looking for it to take out. Well, the local high now is 104.50 or 104, 69, somewhere around there. But the real high I'm looking for the Dixie to take out is 105.88. So I don't know if it's going to do it anytime soon, but as you guys can see, the waves we're making lower or higher lows off that 101, 100 area in the Dixie. So I think we're still going to head higher. As far as the technicals for today, guys, this is what I was talking about here. The level that I'm still looking for us to reach to go all in, balls in to the titty top. And that would be this blue line. If we can get above this blue line, this trend line that extends all the way back from, really, it was kind of playing off of this trend right here. I'm gonna zoom in for you guys to see that. This was the trend that blue line was really drawn off of. And we broke it back on May 7th of this year. But if we can get back above there, that is very, very bullish. Now, I'm still neutral plus or medium plus, medium well, if you want to say. Medium well on the markets right now, because we are outside of this trend or channel we've been in for quite some time. We've popped up and down, but pretty much been trending inside that channel if you average it out since March 17th. So if we can see, a move higher, that'll be great. But if we start to bleed out back toward this channel, then I'm going to have to go neutral again. I'm going to have to go neutral, guys. So just saying, right now, it is still looking good. But, we did have a little test to try to break that floor, that local floor right here. Let's see where we are. This area right here. We can keep this area. We're good. And it looks like, at least on this hour from Bitfinex, we did breach it, but the bulls did buy it up. We bidded it up. So let's see what happens over the next 6 to 12 hours. If we can keep it, it does look a little like we're losing momentum, because this last pump we had, we've pretty much traversed that whole pump. As you guys can see, pause. This here, we went up really nicely right here, but we traversed that whole pump. So I don't know, man. It's kind of indecisive, but as of right now, I am still neutral plus. So that's all that matters at this moment. Let's go ahead, guys, and take a look at the first topic for today, which is the IMF. They're giving up, guys. And this is what I mean. You can try, and they will be successful at manipulating the price of Bitcoin, but controlling, like the usage of it, nah, not gonna happen. Round of applause for crypto for being so anti-fragile. Maybe I'll use that word in one day in the word of the day. But IMF capitulates on Bitcoin bans, says they're not effective. I agree. Round of applause again for that. Finally, they admitted something and said something that was true. The IMF is now suggesting that crypto bans may not be the best move after previously saying that countries should consider it. Wow. What you guys think about that? Digital Asset said here, this is hilarious. Shout out to him. He said, is the question or is it the answer? That's funny. Yes, it is. That is. There you go. HYM said, bro, Bitcoin OTW to 30K this week. Ooh, why is that? Give me a reason technically why you see it going to 33 to this week. That's a strong position, my friend. Jonah said benevolent programmed AI versus malevolent programmed AI. We're going to get to that in today's Ask CB segment toward the end. I got to give you my 2 Satoshis on all of that. Yes, I am definitely trigger happy today. I got my ammo loaded and I'm ready to roll for sure. So this is, we know this, but it's just interesting to see them admit this, that they pretty much have to give up on telling countries to ban cryptocurrencies. We already knew this is impossible. It definitely is impossible. Okay. On a recently released report examining cryptocurrency usage across Latin America and the Caribbean, acceptance has varied in the region, with some countries like El Salvador being more open to adoption versus others that are more wary over the perceived risks involved. Okay. In their report, the economists leaned into a position closer to adopting cryptocurrencies, but within a well-regulated framework. So the well-regulated framework is, trying to know who has what and what has who. You know what I'm saying? But eventually we're going to mature to a point in this space where we're no longer needing fiat on ramps and off ramps. When that happens, I mean, we may be years from that, but when we get to the point, guys, where we're strictly transacting in crypto to crypto types of environments, oh boy, they got a problem on their hands. They've got a problem on their hands. While a few countries have completely banned crypto assets given their risks, this approach may not be effective, they said. The IMF said in the long run. And there you go, in the long run, because guess what? In the long run, you're going to have people like you and I transacting directly in crypto. And there's nothing they can do. They can't stop it. They can't block it. They can't do anything. So in the long run, the people will win. They will win. Thank God. Round of applause for that. So, hey, it is what it is. I'm excited. I know you guys are. The next one is FATFA. I thought this was FATFA, but this seems to be a different agency. Maybe I've never heard of them. FATF. FATF. I don't think I've heard of them. I know who FATFA is, but FATF, I'm not sure. So FATF crypto, that sounds horrible. Standards fall short with countries on gray lists. So this organization or task force, it stands for Financial Action Task Force. I think it's the same as FATFA. I don't know why they dropped the A. I'm not sure. Maybe this is a B in crypto article. Whoever wrote this one didn't include the A, but I'm thinking this is the same organization. But the Financial Actions Task Force emphasized the necessity of group efforts to address the proliferation, terrorism, financing, and money laundering. During a meeting, the members agreed to publish a targeted update on implementing recommendations for virtual assets and virtual asset service providers. Their efforts have been ongoing to strengthen crypto standards, but it found, listen to this, it found many jurisdictions due to be either partially compliant or non-compliant with these measures. Yeah, here we go. They're trying. IMF gave up, but FATF didn't. The watchdog pointed out there that several areas require improvement. It noted enhancing the recognition, examination, and prosecution of complicated money laundering cases. They also are observing several countries more closely, including Cameroon, Croatia, and Vietnam. The organization is aggressively addressing strategic flaws in its anti-money laundering systems in the monitoring list. They also urge that they need to regulate virtual assets and VASPs globally. The financial watchdog said 4 years after this group strengthened its standards to address virtual assets and virtual asset service providers, guess what? Global implementation of these measures remains relatively poor. Can't stop, won't stop. Rockefeller. Can't do it, guys. They're going to try to have travel rules and all these types of things. Come on, man. You won't be able to. This is a new era. Thank God. All right. So you got one agency, the IMF, giving up. They're just saying, hey, we can't do it. Can't ban crypto. Can't ban Bitcoin. And then you have another agency, FATF. They said they're having some difficulties here, guys. They're trying. They're going to keep trying. If this is the same regulatory or task force, this is the same group that put out guidelines for crypto wallets, self-custody wallets a few years ago, giving them guidelines on how they should essentially surveil their users, meaning, get your IP addresses, even though these wallets aren't on an exchange, on a centralized exchange of any manner. They're still giving guidelines to these countries to say, hey, if these wallet providers like an Atomic, or you got the list. They go on. There's a lot of wallets out there, but if they are not snooping on the users by getting their IP addresses and doing chain analysis, then these countries should ban these types of wallets. Well, guess what? If you ban them from the Play Store, people will just root directly on and install them. So again, it just won't work. It will not work, ladies and gents. Just won't work. So let's go ahead and talk about this frenzy we got going on. All right, we got a Bitcoin ETF frenzy going on right now. Cointelegraph says ETF fever returns. Biggest inflow to ProShares BITO in a year. ProShares BITO Bitcoin ETF saw a weekly inflow of about $65 million as institutional investors have seemingly regained their mojo for Bitcoin futures. So again, guys, this is the institutional money that's going to be a game changer. Okay. If you're looking for your bags to move up, if you're looking to, you finally wanted that opportunity to sell your soul, well, this is it, guys. This is it. So we had a big increase of 59.6 gains since the start of 2023, according to ProShares. As far as the money inflowing, there's been an uptick in Bitcoin derivatives interest across the board since BlackRock filed for its own Bitcoin ETF on June 15th. So people are getting a little bit excited here with this whole situation. Now, I got to give it to you both angles here. The only thing you got to worry about is the SEC, because the SEC wants to inflict maximum pain before they let everybody in. Okay. I can see the SEC, and this is my gut feeling. I don't have any information on this, but I can see them saying, you know what, BlackRock, we're going to pause on that. We're not going to allow you to go live with your ETF, spot ETF just yet. Wait a little bit. And boom, the markets get hit hard. Okay, the markets get hit hard. I'm talking about down here, back into the bottom of the channel. That is a whole, man, that is a 10%, 11% move down. So I can see them doing that to give that final capitulation, okay, and get us maybe right at $1 trillion market cap, or even below. Get us below 100 a million or $1 trillion market cap. Get us in the 900 billion range. Get people to panic sell, trigger some some sales, some forced selling, and then later in the year, or maybe even start in the new year, we get the actual clearance for it. So I'm just keeping you guys open-minded here when it comes to how the SEC tries to play these games with us. All right, they will. It's not going to be a layup, guys. It's not going to be a layup. It's not going to be that easy. So markets, I think, are a little bit ahead of themselves. But overall, again, longer term, they're going to get in here and they are definitely going to pump this market up. They're going to pump this market up for sure. So just keep that in mind. More ETF frenzy. Hong Kong's biggest bank approves Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs. So this is not necessarily here in the United States, but again, it just shows you the trend that's developing here. ETFs. And ETFs are on ramps for pension funds, for all types of institutional money to come in very easily. The Hong Kong envisions becoming a regional crypto hub. The largest bank in this territory, HSBC, finally opened up its doors to allow trading Bitcoin and Ethereum exchange traded funds. Round of applause for that. So again, more ETF frenzies are coming. Okay, more institutional money is coming. See, when the big dogs get in, they're really not in here. $1 trillion. If we go back here, I didn't pull this up. But you take $1 trillion market cap, right, for the entire crypto industry. I'm gonna zoom in for you to see that. Let's just take a look at. I want to just compare here. What is the market cap of Apple. Market cap of Apple here, guys. Check this out. This is gonna blow your mind. Market cap of Apple, almost 3 trillion. So Apple alone has almost 3 times the market cap of the entire crypto industry, crypto sector. Okay. So that right there should let you know this is still a small game, guys. I know this is what we do. We're all about it. Every day we live and breathe this crypto. But guess what? It is a very small market, guys. Very small market. I believe, let's do this really quickly. What's the market cap of Nvidia? Nvidia is going crazy right now. You wait a minute. Okay. Nvidia is a 1 trillion. But there was one, I think Amazon may even be bigger than Apple, if I'm not mistaken. Let's look at Amazon. Oh, they're at 1.3. So Apple might be the biggest. I thought there was one larger. Largest market cap stock. Let's see. Let's go to. Yeah, so it is Apple. All right. So we have Apple at 2.9, Microsoft at 2.4, Saudi Aramco at 2, Google at 1.5. TMZ. That's hilarious. Red Snapper. Yeah. So that just puts it in context for you guys. The top 2 constitute like almost 5 times as much market cap than the crypto market. So that's just putting things into perspective for you guys. And we got that. That's a good thing, though. That's a good thing because that means there's a lot of room to move up in the near future. Now, more ETF frenzy. SEC approves the first leveraged Bitcoin futures ETF. The volatility shares 2x Bitcoin strategy ETF for all you degens that ain't really about that life. You play over on the stock side and the equities game. You ain't really over here on these streets with us. Well, you can kind of get your DGN on with a 2x Bitcoin strategy. All right, scheduled to launch on the CBOE next Tuesday. Round of applause for that. So, you see the pattern here. ETFs are going to be the gateway drug for Wall Street to get their hands on crypto. All right. So this is yet another example, guys, of ETFs going ham. They're going crazy, guys. They are going crazy. Now, tomorrow, I think I'm going to talk about this tomorrow because I see you guys talking about BCH in the chat room. Bitcoin Cash rallies 111%. I told you guys last week, if you were listening to CB, I said BCH is a sleeper. Litecoin is a sleeper. Litecoin still is a sleeper. Bitcoin Cash got ahead of itself, but I told my crypto guys, my crypto fund guys, that BCH was something to look into and Litecoin was something to look into because I think it had a lot of room to move up here, just purely on some speculative stuff. Nothing other than the headline saying that, the EDX exchange that Fidelity, Schwab, Citadel is launching is going to include only 4 cryptos, and that's going to be Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin Cash. So this is why you're seeing these types of moves. I'm just really kind of surprised that Ethereum or Litecoin didn't make that move as well. But you have to take into consideration that Litecoin has been rallying and bucking the trend for quite some time anyhow. So maybe Bitcoin Cash is playing catch up. It's very possible that that's the case. But again, long term, I think this is still a sleeper. Litecoin at 86 bucks. It should probably be at 860 bucks. Another 10x from here. Just saying. Just saying. All right. So again, I want to go over something that I basically had a petification over. All right. This morning I kind of had a petification, guys. Sounds a little weird, that term, but I told you the definition earlier. But essentially, I came to the realization that AI, honestly, is really what you guys should be eyeing. And I was I'm gonna say the only crypto for sure. I know there are other people across the YouTube world that have been covering AI for a very long time. And actually, the person that really got my eye on it was Two Papers. If I can bring that up, 2-minute papers. Let's go to YouTube really quickly. I want you guys to follow this guy. More on the if you want to say educational or academia side of things, but 2-minute papers. I keep saying 2 papers. 2-minute papers here, guys. I'm gonna bring this up really quickly. Go follow this YouTube channel. They stay on the cutting edge of AI and have been for many years. And I did a video 3 years ago on a 2-minute papers video. Okay. That I said, look, guys, Chat GPT 2 at that point was Chat GPT 2. I said, look, this is a game changer, and you guys need to really pay attention to what's going on here. Okay. I'm gonna bring this up just for a little clout change. Let's see if I can bring this up. Chat GPT 2. Let's bring this up for you guys really quickly. This here was the video I did. I'm gonna zoom in so you can see this. Ain't no cap over here. Only cap over here is this Detroit hat on my head. 3 years ago. CB, your boy CB, told you guys about not Chat GPT 3, not Chat GPT 4. No, I know everyone's an expert now, but your boy CB is a super forecaster. I get ahead of the curve, ladies and gentlemen. This is why you come to my channel, because I'm putting you up on game on things that the rest of the world are 2 to 3 years, 4 years, maybe even 5 years removed. Round of applause for that. All right. Make sure you hit that like button too, and subscribe to the channel if you will. But yeah, I told you guys about ChatGPT 2 3 years ago, guys. All right. And I'm telling you right now that you really need to pay attention in your career. But just even from an investment strategy, I think you need to pay attention to what's going on in the AI world in general. It is the biggest game changer. Now, I got into crypto 10 years ago. I was ahead of the curve on that one and made out well. I was ahead of the curve 10 years ago in Bitcoin. Got it at $89 a coin, ladies and gents. $89 a coin. Now, what you have to understand is that AI, I said in a tweet earlier this morning, AI will change the concept of cryptocurrency / money altogether. A new paradigm. Time to change the way you think. And my initial tweet was, not going to lie, AI is bigger than crypto, both social, economically, and geopolitically. Okay. And my man FD definitely agreed when he said way bigger, also easier to integrate, and been out decades before. These new breakthroughs are after years and years of trial and error. Very true. You got to remember, AI really, started, if you want to be technical, in the 80s, late 80s. They started getting into the AI realm and trying to figure out how to use neural networks, or even the concept of doing a neural network. Okay. And I think in like maybe 2016, the real breakthroughs came out of Canada. But I really think that you guys have to change the way you think about society, the way the world works, and all of that because of AI. All right. And, this is the Ask CB segment of today's episode. My man FD was asking here, if you guys can see, explain, I'm intrigued. He was wondering about my follow-up statement about AI changing the concept of cryptocurrencies and monies altogether, a new paradigm. The reason why I say that is because honestly, I can actually see AI eliminating money. Like, we think of money as a transactional value, right? We swap one for another. But what if we get to the point where our society is so efficient that we no longer get paid in money? That's crazy, right? It's mind blowing. It's a different paradigm, something we've never seen in our lives, ever, in our lives or even previous lives. A utopia type situation where people no longer work. So, what does it look like in 20, 30 years, 40? Yeah, I would say 20 years, literally in just 20 years. What does it look like when we don't have money? What does it look like? What is Bitcoin's place and crypto's place in a society that doesn't even use money? Ken Smith says Star Trek, Klingon. I mean, that's something to think. That's a flex bomb. I gotta drop the flex bomb on you on that one, ladies and gents. That's a little mind blowing. Wisdom Bar says it's gonna look very different and beautiful. Yes, it will, because it allow you to focus on your passion and what you love to do, and not have to worry about making money. But what does that mean? This is a conversation that no one's having. No one's even thinking about in the crypto world. What does it mean to be in a society that doesn't use money anymore? Is there any value in crypto? Is there any value in Bitcoin? Something to think about. If you're holding Bitcoin and these cryptos for a long-term legacy generational type of situation for your family, your kids, your grandkids, you may have to rethink it. Just might. I'm just dropping a little something in your ear, to think about, guys. I'm just saying. So that's what we do here. We have these thought exercises to kind of just challenge our thinking. What we have as our worldview might not be the right one. So this is something to think about in the future, where an AI society, pretty much where we have an AI leverage society where we're not using money any longer. Is there a need for a Bitcoin of the world? There still would be a need for an Ethereum of the world, if you get my drift. Now that's really unpacking some stuff for you. So Ethereum and these smart contracts, the currency for those networks is just for you to make an action on the network. But the crypto quote unquote currencies, you got cryptocurrencies and you have crypto assets, right? The cryptocurrencies of the world, will there really be a need for it? Will there be a need for Litecoin 10, 15 years from now? Will there be a need for Bitcoin 10, 15 years from now? These are the questions you need to ask yourself. Again, I think that the Ethereums of the world, I don't even know if Ethereum will be around then, but something like it, where there's an actual currency that's needed to make an action on the blockchain. You have a token that you need to make a move on the chain. Maybe there is still some representative value there that you can extract and have, but for actual currency, paper, money, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm just saying. Put your hat on. Put your detail hat on and get to thinking. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this whole concept that I'm throwing out there to you guys. I just want to know what you feel about it. All right. But it's been a pleasure. Let's see who we got here. Crypto Yo said AI has been around since 1400. Look up Al Jazeera, the father of robotics. I'll have to check that one out. Thanks for that one, Crypto Yo. Wisdom Bar says there will be a need for money in cryptos. Now, which currencies will be used is the bigger question in his opinion. I hear you. You're emptying the whole clip today. Yeah, man, I'm getting heavy with them, Red Snapper. Let's get rid of the evil globalists first, but that's part of the whole thing. Listen, if we get rid of money, how do the globalists control everyone? Through money, through crony capitalism. You know, that's how they control us. They have us by the neck because of fear. People need to eat. The only way you eat is to earn some fiat made up valued money. What happens when AI eliminates that? Just something to think about on today's episode, man. Let me know in the comments below. I think this is a conversation we should definitely have in the comments. So hit me up. I'm going to be on Debate Crypto at 3 p.m. today. So come holler at me over there at Debate Crypto. My man Crypto Keeper, I think, will be hosting that one. We'll be talking about a little altcoin action. But that's it, man. My 2 Satoshis. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And click that bell to receive more videos like this. Ah!
Fuck it! Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks! We'll do it live.